COMSOL multi-physics software. It's software that basically does modeling and simulation in engineering. So we want to do this in 3 parts. First of all, I'm going to do my power slides, and I'm going to let you listen to a short video, and then later on I'm going to take you through the real desktop and show you the icons and the browsers. And we may not go into the details of programming, that's why I'm calling it overview, because I've not worked in this for quite long. So okay, my table of contents, I'm going to take the introduction, then look at a flow diagram, check on some application modules, and then the desktop features will just do a highlight in the power slide. It's what we're going to do in the real desktop, checking at what will be, checking at the real desktop features of the COMSOL software itself. The COMSOL multi-physics was designed between 2000 and 2005 in Sweden, and it's a software that takes all the physics dynamics of, say, the universe, and they try to generate some modules that can solve engineering and technology solutions. And it's coupled with dimensional geometry. If you go into details of this, you learn so much about the geometry. I was excited to find a 0D system, which I've never thought about. So they have mesh grids that defines the physical nature of the objects that you want to define, especially if you have a curved object. You realize at the edges, the concentration of the contour lines that define the object are closely apart. So the COMSOL multi-physics software takes care of that, and then infuses that with the physical dynamics, the physics equation that define that particular object. So it has a very powerful equation solvers, and then it can also gives you a view, the panel for you to view your working, and then for the optimization, it also gives you some details, ways of going about making the cost analysis, because it must be the ultimate goal in a design work. Let's look at that flowchart, because it's the main makeup of the COMSOL multi-physics software. You start with the laws of physics, then after that you make the model setup. You find the solution and try to verify them so that they're going to work according to the model that you've created. Then you validate. If those equations are valid, then you can go on and simulate your system, or you finding what you're trying to simulate. So if one of them doesn't work, check for instance, if solution and verification of the equation doesn't work according to the model, then you can go back and try to create the model, recreate the model again. If the solution are not valid, then you can go back again and try to look at the laws of physics and see what's wrong with them. So this is a flowchart that defines the COMSOL multi-physics. Definition of the laws of physics and model setup, the solution, verification, and validation. Some application that we have, I just picked some few. These are 5. There are more than 25 modules, different modules that take care of different subjects. For instance, I thought it was good to pick the batteries and fuel cells. We have a project that's going on for modeling and trying to come up with very efficient, the best fuel car in the KME competition. So it could be a better way of trying to model so that you can get the proper sales stack, the appropriate amount of electrolyte that we're going to use. So in the chemical engineering, we also have all the subjects in chemical engineering, including material balance, energy balance and momentum balance, the fluid dynamics, and the heat transfer. It's a major field that goes back and forth in most of the chemical engineering field, and the plasma process that incorporates most of the plasma processes are non-steady, have non-steady state, and then the radio frequency, RF, it shows how we can be able to send data, acquire data from a program, and send them using the RF frequency through the radio waves. Some of the desk features that we have, and we're going to see them in the presentation. In that presentation are module builder, you will have the material browser and setup window, just like most of the programming softwares have. But the setup for the composite motor physics are different, a little bit different, and you shall see all these. It also gives a graphic window where you can display the diagram or the graphics that you want to study. In the conclusion, I thought it is wise to consider the fact that motor physics doesn't just work by itself. It incorporates a number of other programs and other programming platforms. So you can be able to import data or information from different softwares, say like MATLAB, or either Java, or Apple, or Microsoft Office. You could be able to import all this data in meeting all these goals of making the best scientific design that you can have. And all these I got like 3 weeks ago when I attended a conference at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and they gave some books, some materials, and they also gave us a website where we can get all these. And then they also gave us a software for 3 weeks trial. So that's what I'm going to run you through. But before then, I'm going to let you listen to a short video